thank you very much, everybody, to join us this afternoon, this morning for most of the people here. And I hope you enjoy this webinar. And of course, if you have any questions at the end, you can email us or call us, and we will be giving you the answers you need. Also, well, I'm going to introduce you a little bit what we are going to talk about this afternoon. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so as you can see here, this webinar it will be one hour, the commercial part. There is also a technical part, but we will be holding another webinar soon for this part. So we will be focusing on the commercial part right now. Okay. Well, in this commercial part, we are going to see a little bit of company and product introduction for those that you don't know us. We are going also to see our references and products, and some integration examples or reference projects we have done with our gateways. And finally, the way you have to contact us in case you want to get in touch for sales or support or any other thing you might need. Okay, so let's begin. Well, a little bit of information about our company. We were founded, Intesis was founded actually at year 2000. So right now we are 18 years old, which is an important age. And since year 2000, we were offering hardware gateways, offering a simple, reliable, and robust integration for building and home automation. Okay, mainly focusing in building and home automation. Our headquarters are in Igualada, which is about 60 kilometers from Barcelona in Spain. We also have another office in Barcelona, which is just about 5 minutes close to the Barcelona El Prat airport. Sorry, and we also have an office in the US, and located in Chicago. Okay. So we are selling in more than 100 countries worldwide, and almost over the 80% of sales are abroad. Okay. Our network of distributors and partners, we have them in more than 40 countries, and our three brands, IntesisBox, IntesisHome, and Housing Han, are well recognized worldwide within the building automation and home automation markets. Okay. Well, as you may know, we are designing and manufacturing all of our products respecting the environment. That's why also we have the certifications ISO 9001 and ISO 14001 since the year 2007, which is quite a lot of years with certifications. Okay. Let's move on. Well, as you may know, in this world with less natural resources and more energy consumption, and most of this energy consumption coming from the buildings, let's say, and also increasing the demand to have more efficient products and more energy efficiency solutions. For all of this, we think that it's really important to have interconnection of all the technical systems we are inside a building, and also that all these buildings should be connected to the internet. So we have the vision to contribute with that, this energy efficiency by manufacturing and developing reliable solutions for system integration and controlling these smart buildings. Obviously, our aim is to become a really well-known and globally recognized leader in smart, secure, and sustainable building automation connectivity. And also for you to know our core values that we have adopted from HNS. These are really important for us because these values are telling how we are. And well, the first one is customer commitment. So we have to listen to the customer and everything we do. It's really important for us to listen to the requirements and everything we can get from the customer. It's really important for us. growth and innovation. We don't understand growth without innovation, so it is important to take in consideration these two terms. Long-term perspective. We don't have to look just for tomorrow. We have to look forward and to check how we will develop in the future. Strong relationships with our partners, with our customers, also of course with our colleagues inside the company, and being also lean and efficient. So everything we do, everything we create has to be really in this way. Okay, so let's check a little bit of what we have in our portfolio. We manufacture gateway solutions for home and building integration. And we like to think that we provide the most advanced communication gateway solutions for many different system integrations. Okay, we have two different let's say. Well, in one side we have multi-protocol gateways, and on the other side in our portfolio we have air conditioning interfaces. Today we are going to focus in the multi-protocol gateways. So into these multi-protocol gateways, we are covering the most used standard protocols such KNX, BACnet, Modbus, Loanworks, MBUS, and DALI, and so on. And in air conditioning interfaces, we are covering the most well-known brands over the world, like Daikin, Fujitsu, Midea, Mitsubishi Electric, and all these other brands you can see here. And we can connect also all these air conditioning devices into open protocols like BACnet, Modbus, and KNX, obviously. Okay, so these are the two different business we have under IntesisBox, let's say. And we are going to be focused, as I said, into the multi-protocol gateways. Let's move on. So among our customers, as you can see, there are a lot of many different companies between them. We have from air conditioning manufacturers, as I said, and also other building automation manufacturers, really important, like Schneider Electric, Siemens, ABB, Honeywell, etc. But also construction companies, like could be Acciona, EDF, Cofelli, and this kind of companies. Also integration companies, really big integration companies, and lighting companies like Zumtobel, for example. So we are covering a lot of different kind of customers over the world with our solutions, and we are really happy for that. Well, and obviously, we would like to show you our references and products for BACnet, because this webinar is mainly focused into that. So I'm going to explain you a little bit how we have these solutions distributed in our portfolio. Well, under the BACnet series, all the gateways that you can find here, they are BACnet server. So we will begin with the first one, the iBox BAC NBM. This gateway is from one side, obviously BACnet server, and from the other side it's Modbus master gateway. Okay, we are covering from 100 points to 3,000 points that you can use to put registers or BACnet variables here. The next one is the iBox BAC KNX. This gateway is from one side the BACnet server again, and KNX at the other side, and it covers the same amount of points as the previous one. This is good because we have the same structure in most of our gateways, just to give a better service to the customers. Then we have the iBox BAC DALI. You will see here that we don't have points, we have devices. This is because it's a different gateway. We have this gateway for one bus, from one DALI bus, which is the 64 devices version, as the DALI protocol supports that up to 64 devices for one bus. And then we have also the version for two buses, so 128 devices. Okay. The next one is the iBox BAC MBUS, which is BACnet server and MBUS from the other side. So this gateway can integrate MBUS meters basically. And we have the version from 10 to 100 devices. Okay. So now we move into the Modbus series. This gateway here we have it's a Modbus server from one side and BACnet client from another side. So it can integrate BACnet server devices into a Modbus BMS, for example. The point structure is the same as we were talking about, okay? And the next one gateway we have for BACnet, which is BACnet client also, is for KNX. So into a KNX system, let's say that we can integrate BACnet server devices, and here you have also the same point structure. For you to understand a little bit more how these ordered codes work, we will pass to the next slides. So you will have an overview on how this works and how you can order them. So the first two letters, the 2X, they mean the kind of Intesis brand we are talking about. So in this case, we have to focus into IB, which means IntesisBox. So all the gateways here on this presentation will begin with IB. The other ones are for Intesis Home or Aircon with Me, which is another brand we have. The next ones, the three Ys are the internal protocol. BAC stands for BACnet, MBUS for Modbus server, and KNX obviously for KNX. Okay. Let's say that for you to understand internal protocol, it's the protocol we are going to integrate something into it. Okay, so it has this meaning for us. Then the 3Z, it's external protocol, BAC BACnet, MBM, it's Modbus master, KNX also. DAL, it's DALI, and NEB stands for MBUS. Okay, this is the external protocol. So it's the protocol that it's going to be integrated into the internal protocol. Okay. Then the next ones, the 3As, it's capacity, enumeration of maximum points or devices. The next, the 2Bs are hardware version. So it's the hardware version we are working right now, and you will see that most of the ordered codes are 00 right now because there is no new hardware version released at this moment. And OEM version, you'll see that 00 stands for Intesis. Depending on the version here, on the OEM version, these two digits might change. Okay. Okay. So let's have an overview of our gateways for BACnet. Well, this is a new generation gateways. The ones you know about the V4 gateways. Well, this V6 gateways is smaller, is more compact and more robust than the V4 gateway we had. It's easy for us to make protocol combinations by plugging in cards into the same enclosure. Also, it supports BACnet IP and BACnet MSTP communication. The V4 was just supporting BACnet IP, so it's really good for us. Also, we will have DTL certification for all of them. I said we will have because not all of them are having the DTL certification yet. We are working into the BACnet client ones. UL certification for all of them. We also have improved monitoring and configuring ports. So now this gateway can be configured for USB and also for via IP. Obviously, it's a more powerful and faster microcontroller unit inside the gateway and more memory. So it gives us more flexibility. And we also, to program all these gateways, we are using a great software, which is IntesisBox Maps, which if we have a little bit time today, I'm going to show you a little bit the software also, just to have a quick introduction. Well, this is just an overview, so you can see how the gateway is it's assembled, and you can see that there is the enclosure, the main board, a small board connected, and well, all the structure of the gateway. So you can have an overview of that. You can check that later if you want. And well, here you have some specs. Here we have some specs about our gateway. I'm going to explain you a little bit that this gateway, as you can see, have two ports, mainly two ports, the port A and the port B. This it's giving us a lot of flexibility because it depends on the series of this gateway. If it's BACnet, if it's Modbus or KNX, we can change these ports. So this hardware is giving us a huge flexibility to have many different products in one hardware. We also have status indication LEDs, which are really important to check how the gateway is performing, if there is any kind of error, if it's running well, if there is any problem with the protocol itself. We have multifunctional buttons. This lets us operate for one protocol or the other. These multifunctional buttons have different functions depending on the protocol we have on the gateway. And then we have a USB console port, which is really useful to program this via USB and really fast, and a USB storage port. This port, it's used to introduce projects or a new firmware version into the gateway if it's needed, and also a really important thing for us, which is saving log files, so we can have a better technical support for our customers. Okay. Let's move on to the next. Well, and here we have an overview of our BACnet server series. So all the gateways that are BACnet server from its BACnet side. Obviously, the iBox, the IntesisBox here acts as a BACnet server gateway. We have BTL and UL certification for this. For all the BACnet server, BTL is actually ready. We also have BACnet advanced functions like trend logs, calendars, schedules, and notification classes. This makes our gateways really powerful. We can generate ED files for BACnet. We also can make conversions, so converting values that are coming from other protocols and converting them into different values in BACnet if we need. And we can integrate multi-protocol with the BACnet server series like Modbus, KNX, DALI, and MBUS. And obviously, this gateway can be implemented in multiple solutions for lighting, energy metering, HVAC, and of course, building management. So let's see in a little bit more detail the gateways I've already presented you in the order codes. Here we have a BACnet server to Modbus master gateway. This gateway can integrate Modbus server devices into BACnet. Let's say that we can integrate both Modbus RTU or TCP devices at the same time. So we could be connected to these two different Modbus media and to be working with them at the same time with just one gateway. Also, we can work into BACnet IP or BACnet MSTP at the other side. And well, for this gateway, we have a really useful feature, which is the Modbus templates. And well, I would like to explain you a little bit in what this consists. And basically, as you may know, there are a lot of Modbus slave devices in the world, and it's quite difficult to integrate them. In order to make this easy, what we are doing, it's to just introduce all the Modbus maps we can into our software. So every integrator can download them and just make the integration in few clicks. So with the Modbus templates, it becomes really easy and fast to integrate the Modbus slave device into BACnet by using our gateway and, of course, by using IntesisBox maps. Right now, we have more than 80 devices templates available. And one really important thing is that we can create our own templates with IntesisBox maps. Also, of course, as I said, this great functionality will speed up the integration time, so it will save also money for your customers, of course. The next one we have is the BACnet server to KNX gateway, so it can integrate all kind of KNX devices with twisted pair with TP connection into a BACnet BMS again. The really good thing that this gateway has is that with IntesisBox maps, we can import ECF files and KNX project files from the ETS. So this means that we can have a KNX project done in the ETS and import it here in IntesisBox maps. And then it's almost a matter of minutes to have a project done here, okay? Next one, it's the BACnet server series to DALI gateway. with this gateway, we support up to 2 DALI buses connected. So we have one that it will be supporting 64 ballasts for one bus, and the other one which will be supporting 128 ballasts from one bus. The only thing to consider here is that the version for 64 devices supports BACnet IP and BACnet MSTP. You will see that here for the 128 DALI ballasts, we are just supporting BACnet IP. This is to some hardware requirements we have on the gateway, okay? One important thing that we have here is the DALI bus scan function. So we can make the commissioning for a whole DALI integration. We don't need any other external software to perform this commissioning. And one really good thing that we have with this gateway is that if you want to put it in an already existing installation, you can go there, just connect the gateway, import all the DALI devices you are finding on the installation, and the project will be done in a matter of minutes. In just a few minutes, the project will be done by importing all the DALI information we can find on the bus. So it's a really powerful gateway, and I hope you can try it. You have the opportunity to try it. Okay, and then the last one for the BACnet server series is the one that can integrate MBUS devices, MBUS meters actually. So it's a really good gateway that has a level converter embedded, and this makes this gateway really powerful because you don't need to be using level converters from third party. So with just one hardware, you can be integrating the MBUS devices into BACnet. Okay, we support up to 120 MBUS devices connected, MBUS devices or loads. Okay, with the standard loads for MBUS. And also here with this gateway, we have the MBUS scan function. So once we are connected to the bus, we can scan for primary or secondary address for MBUS meters. And then we also can create templates once we have scanned this. So this is pretty useful because if we are not connected to an installation and we want to work offline, we can use these templates to create a project at the office, and later when we are on the facility, we can download this information to the gateway and to have the project running. So we are going to see now the BACnet client series. We just have 2 gateways for the client series now. Here the IntesisBox is acting as a BACnet client device. We have UL certification for them. BTL is in progress. We have a great functionality, which is the BACnet scan or explorer, which is available by using IntesisBox maps. Well, with the Explorer, it is possible to do a fast and easy integration. We also have conversions. Again, it's to convert different values into the value we want into the protocol we are integrating. Multi-protocol integration, Modbus and KNX now available. And of course, some multiple solutions again for lighting, for energy metering, HVAC, and building management. And here I would like to focus a little bit into the BACnet scan option, because with this option you can scan the whole BACnet network. It doesn't matter if it's with IP or MSTP, and get all the BACnet object IDs from every device we have on the installation, and import all this information to our software. So the integration, it's again a matter of minutes to be done. This is, as you can see in most of our gateways, we try to find a way just to give a better integration services to our customers. And this is another option that we have here on the BACnet client. So for BACnet client, we have the Modbus server gateway to BACnet. So with this gateway, we can integrate BACnet server devices into a Modbus BMS. Okay, so it is possible to integrate BACnet IP and BACnet MSTP devices. Okay, this gateway is working with both also Modbus RTU or TCP. And as I said, it has included the BACnet scan tool. And the last one we have for BACnet client, it's the KNX BAC gateway, which can integrate KNX devices or a whole KNX installation. BACnet devices into a KNX installation. So we can integrate KNX TP devices, twisted pair, not IP. Again, we don't have support yet for IP. And we are working, or we can work with BACnet IP or BACnet MSTP. Okay. We also have the BACnet scan tool included in this gateway. That means that if we have a KNX installation, we can connect to the gateway to discover all the BACnet devices we have onto the BACnet network, and to have all these devices into the KNX network in a really easy way. Okay. Well, about the integration examples, we have right now our gateways into many different buildings, including automation, building management buildings like hotels, like also any kind of facility. Energy measurement, we are controlling a lot of, for example, MBUS meters in several installations right now with our gateways. HVAC, of course, you know that we can integrate almost a lot of brands, or the most well-known brands in the world. So it's easy to find also our gateways into different facilities also. We can do lighting control, and you can find our gateways in tunnels, also in hotels, etc. And obviously, with our gateways, it is possible to integrate multi-protocols. So this is one of our strengths. Okay, let's move to the other one. And to finish, I'll show you a little bit how you can contact us. For example, you can contact us if you have if you want any pro forma invoice, any quotation for our products. You can contact our inside sales office by writing us to sales@intesis.com. If you need any purchase order, or if you have any purchase order, you can send this purchase order to orders@intesis.com. Copying always sales@intesis.com. This is really important for us. Okay. Also, if you know the sales area manager, which is covering the territory, you can put the sales area manager in copy. Also you have, and this is important, you can check our general sales conditions for Intesis software in the link you have here. We'll give you that link later because it's important that you know all the general sales conditions. If you have any technical support, you can call us, or you can send us an email to support@intesis.com, and we will answer you as fast as we can. Normally it's within 24 hours maximum. And of course, if you have an RMA and you need to return us any kind of product, please first contact us, and we will tell you how to proceed with that. It's really important that you do not send us any product before contacting us, as we have to give you precise instructions on how to do that just to proceed in a good way. Okay, and that's pretty much for the sales presentation. Right now, I thought that it could be a good idea to show you a little bit our software IntesisBox maps. Okay. Here we have our software IntesisBox maps. I'll give you an overview about the functionality we have here. As I told you before, this software can be used to program all our new gateways, all the V6 gateways. And as you can see here, we are covering a lot of gateways with our templates. What you can see here on the main screen, you can see that there are a lot of references. We can filter it. In this case, we are going to filter it by clicking on BACnet, which are the ones that we are interested in. And you can see that all of these files, they are called template. This is because once we are opening it, there is a small template, a small example on how we can integrate different devices into this protocol. So this is really useful for our integrators, as when they are opening a template like this, they check and they see that it's really easy to perform an integration by following all the steps I'll show you now. Okay. So if we are on the main connection tab here, you can see that it's possible to choose if we want to integrate, if we want to set up the gateway by using USB port or by using IP. Okay, so we can choose both options in our V6 gateways, which is also giving us a lot of flexibility. And for example, here we can see that we have several gateways connected to our bus. And if we click on these gateways, you can see some few information like licenses, like a serial number, which is really useful for us, and all different IP address that the gateway has inside, etc. This is pretty useful to perform the integration. Okay. On the next tab, we are on the configuration tab. You can see on the left side that there is general, BACnet server, and Modbus master in this case, because this example is for BAC NVM gateway, so to integrate Modbus slave devices into BACnet. On the general tab, you have the general configuration, which is just to put a small description for the gateway and also a gateway name. This is, you can personalize this, so it's not a problem to put any information here. So later in your project, you will have details on what you're doing with this gateway. It comes with DHCP enabled, but also it's possible to just to put a fixed IP, a static IP, okay? And of course, it can be password protected, so anybody can connect to the gateway, okay? On the BACnet server, there is all the configuration information for the BACnet side. So it is possible to choose the device name, the BACnet device name, the device instance, also password for BACnet, etc. Also, the gateway mode if we want to work in IP or MSTP. Okay. And one important thing, it's the network role. So our gateways can work, or can be, a foreign device in a BACnet network, and also BBMD, which is really important, speaking about BACnet. Also, as I told you in the presentation, we have advanced configuration. And here we can find notification class, binary and active and inactive text, multi-states, calendars, schedules, etc. I'm not going deep into that because this will be held on the next webinar. Okay. And then finally we have the Modbus configuration tab. Here we can choose if we want RTU, TCP, or both at the same time. So we can have both RTU and TCP Modbus devices connected to this gateway. Okay, so you see it's pretty easy to set up. And here in RTU device configuration, we can add different devices, and we also can add the device from a template. As I told you before, it's really easy to do it. I'm going to show you if I click on add from template. Okay, a new window is open, and now we can import a file if we have any template file saved on our local computer, or we can download it. So if we are connected to the internet, we can click on download. And then here there is a list of all the templates we have right now. So you see that we are integrating a lot of brands and a lot of models. We are going to put more into this list, of course. And if we choose one of them, we just have to click on load. Then we will see here all the signals available for this product we have chosen. And as you can see, it's everything done. It's all the mapping done. So the integrator, it just have to click on apply, and this product is already on our configuration. On the next tab, you can see that all these details or these parameters are now into here. I'm going to reduce the options so you can see that better. That's it. So here you can see the BACnet side, okay, with all the variables, with different types we support, so binary inputs, analog inputs, multi-states, etc. The units that this data has, or it should have into BACnet. And then at the Modbus side, we are having the kind of register we have. If it's read holding register, we could also set up that this register could be in, for example, a write one. In this case, it is not the case, but we could do that. Also, the data length, it can be chosen between these different options. Also, if we want, if we need this data to be signed, unsigned, or any other format, or float, bit fields also, and etc. Of course, the register number. But you can see that this is not any complicated to perform an integration. Of course, importing a template, it's really easy. But if you have to begin on your own, you have this small example here that comes on every template we have on maps. And by watching on how this is done, it's really easy to move forward. So, one of the things that we are really happy is that our integrators they are saying us that it's really to perform an integration with our gateways, and we have to thank that also because of our software IntesisBox maps, of course. Okay. We also can import an Excel file in case we would like to edit all these signals here. So we could be doing that into Excel. We don't recommend that actually because you know that inside Excel there are many options and you can make some kind of mistake. But in case you are having any mistake into Excel file when exporting it, Maps will detect it and will tell you the mistake you are doing. And also we can export all this configuration in an IDE file for BACnet, so it can be imported in any BACnet BMS, for example. Okay, and having all this information already on the BMS. Finally, all this information, of course, the next step, it's to send this information to the gateway, and also we can receive this information, the information that the gateway has. So in case you lose a project, in case you need to retrieve the information from a gateway, you can move forward here and then click on receive, and the project will be saved in your computer. Okay, this is also a really important feature we have here. And finally, one of I think the most important things maybe that we have on Maps is the Diagnostic tab. Within this tab, now we are not connected to any gateway, of course, so we are not going to see any values here. And the next webinar, we will be showing an example, an integration example. But here on the console, we can see all the information for the gateway, so serial number, if there is any kind of problem. With the gateway, of course. Also, we are able to see the BACnet server protocol here. Everything that comes into BACnet, we can see if it's performing well or not. Also, the same for the Modbus here. In case of any other protocol, it would be here also, KNX or ASCII protocol, Longworks, etc. And then, sorry because of the screen, which is a little bit small. And then here we have the signals viewer. This is a really powerful tool because with that we can simulate any behavior from BACnet to Modbus or vice versa. So we don't need, for example, to have any BACnet BMS device to make a simulation on how this would behave into the Modbus devices. It's a really easy way to check that all the configuration we have done, it's well done, and well, to perform this simulation, it is not possible to break anything. So you can just try it and to see that all the values you have in one side, they are performing well at the other side. So this is also really powerful for us to just check that everything you have done in your configuration instead, in case you need support. So it's well done. Okay. Also here, these options are not enabled right now because we are not connected again. But if we were connected to the gateway, we can perform a hardware test. We can save log files into the computer or to a pen drive. Well, as you can see, we are really prepared to any contingencies here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to show you again the list of Modbus templates I showed you before. Just you can see the brands we have again a little bit slowly. A colleague of mine told me to, so yeah. Okay. So you can see we have templates from ABB, from Airco, from Argus, and we can have also templates for, or we have also templates for Carlo Gavazzi, from Caterpillar, which is a really important company, Eaton, for example, here, General Electric, Honeywell, Liebherr, Mitsubishi, Schneider Electric, Siemens, and a big etc. Okay. The good thing is that everybody can create a template, not just us. So if you have any template, if you have any Excel file that you have created and you would like us to check it, you can send it to us and we can check it. And for all these templates, I'll show you that once we load it, here on the author text file, it is shown in IntesisBox. Okay. You can be sure that if this is shown that we have created this template, or at least we have approved this template, this is a way that we can be sure that everything is working fine. We are 100% sure that the integration will be perfect. So if you would like to have this verified for us, in case you create any template, we can do that, and we can give our approval and put it on our server also. So I think that that's pretty much. If you have any questions, I don't know, Eric, if you want to get in control now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oriel, we've been kind of monitoring the questions as we go along here, and it's worked out very well, I think. We've got several questions that came in. One of the last ones here that came in from a gentleman at Honeywell is there any way to reset the device physically?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is possible to reset the device. Well, as this shouldn't be done because it should be no problems by configuring the gateway. Of course, if there is any kind of malfunction or anything that goes wrong, it is possible to do a hard reset to the gateway, and the gateway will be on manufacturer default values again. So yeah, it's possible.
Is there a reset button on the gateway? Is that what
it is a procedure. You have to push the buttons on the gateway, and then to connect to plug the power while holding the buttons, and then to wait. I think it's about 10 seconds if I'm not mistaken. Well, if you can wait a little bit more, and of course then please do not unplug the power from the gateway for almost 1 minute or 2 minutes to be secure that the whole reset it's done okay.
Okay. So if they need help with that, the best thing to do is reach out to support@intesis.com.
Yeah. Actually, maybe if somebody has to do a hard reset, what I would recommend is before doing that, contacting us, and then we can guide instead there is any other solution.
I hope you enjoyed this. This is part one that we're open protocols. We'll have more in the future that specifically dive into our MAPS program, specific gateways for AC manufacturers, and then we'll move on to Modbus, KNX, Wi-Fi, and that sort of thing. So, Oriel, thank you very much for your preparation and your time. It's most appreciated. And attendees, I appreciate your patience. We hope you found it beneficial. Okay, I'm going to close this out here and look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks.
Thank you very much.